This is Tar Creeper, regarded as
5 stars.
This is actually really good.
This is the kind of card that I think is great.
even Hearthstone Reddit loves it, and Hearthstone Reddit loves nothing. For its stay in standard, it was probably one of the most used cards of all time, and that's why you see it as one of the core cards right now. It didn't start as a core card, it was an expansion card, and then they loved it so much they put it in the core set. So why was this card loved by so many people, and how does it compare today? This card was released 6 years ago, so is there a way that this card can even keep up with the power balance changes? Well, let's start by looking at its design philosophy. 3 mana 1/5 is terrible, and it's always been terrible. Silverback Patriarch, one of the first cards ever released, is still a meme to this day because 3 mana 1/4 sucks. But this isn't just a 3 mana 1/4, it's a 3 mana 3/5 on your opponent's turn. That's comparable to a decent card at the time, Sen'jin Shieldmaster. You get the master stats 1 turn earlier, big whoop. What does that even matter? Well, it matters because of this. One big word here, taunt. Taunt makes this card into a different force of nature. Since this is a taunt and it comes out so early, you're able to put it in front of your low cost minions in case you need to defend them. It's a stone wall of tar, whatever, I don't know. And if you're going against an aggro deck, it's a 5 health taunt on turn 3. That is so hard to get through. Okay, well actually it was hard to get through in 2017. Now it's a bit different. Somehow Tar Creeper was good. You know what? I would say great. It was great. You know, it's a great title, but it was never overpowered. How does a 3 mana card with a very basic effect get this much love from a player base? Well, the best way to show you is with the decks from the time. Here's a deck from Kolento. He's does he still make videos? One of the OG Hearthstone YouTubers. Big respect to this man. Let's see firsthand why this card was loved by the community so much. Starting with this deck from Kolento. It looks like they're an aggro deck, and you get to see how Tar Creeper is really good against aggro decks. So I could Frostbolt that, but I'm gonna show you why we have Tar Creeper and why everyone loves this card. And in me saying that, I totally forgot a hero power. Whoopsies. For 3 mana, I get to block out their entire board. And you have to remember, this is 2017. Hunters can't deal with 5 health with a spell on turn 3 in 2017. Frankly, I don't believe they should be able to do that right now. But okay, you know what? This card came out in like 2018, 2019. It doesn't count. But do you see they had to use a spell to remove it? I blocked a lot of damage. I'm gonna say this right now. I have a losing matchup against Aggro Hunter because I'm a mid-range deck. But you know what? It doesn't matter, baby. Tar Creeper. The deck this was used in Mage is Elemental Mage. Elementals, if you don't already know, are cards that if you play an elemental every turn, you get some sort of buff. So I get to add a Flame Geyser to my hand this turn. Woohoo! Yeah, this is really underwhelming in today's age. But you know what? Back then, you were happy when you had this. And it just so happens that, I don't know, if I played a card like Tar Creeper behind a Mana Wyrm, what? It's not the best play, but I'll show you why we do it anyways. I have a wall in front of my Mana Wyrm. Stoned out. It's gone. See, Leok? And now that they are walled out, basically, I can do whatever I want to them. What's better than a 2/2 behind a wall? How about a 6/6 behind the wall? But bad side is you only deal 1 damage to the face, which makes it fair and balanced, actually. Imagine if that dealt 3 damage to the face. I would be mauling if I was them. It's almost like getting 11 11s on turn 2. Who would do that? I hate this game sometimes. And now, basically, with Tar Creeper, I wall them out. If they play minions, I'm able to just block everything. I'm gonna keep building my minions behind Tar Creeper just because why not? Ooh, poisonous, even better. Now they can't play big minions. And I can deal 6 damage to the face, which back then is huge. 6 damage to the face now, hold, that's like 2 1-mana cards. 6 mana to the face in 2017, that is emotional damage. All right, here's a big wall coming. Transforms into a rush, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. They can take out my poisonous. They had to use 2 card combo to take out my boys. 2 cards, and I still have 2 things on the board. The first Tar Creeper was removed by 1 minion and a spell, so it's 2 cards. The second Tar Creeper was removed by 2 cards as well. What I'm saying is, look how good Tar Creeper is when you can just what? Get value trades. And that's why everyone loves this card. I swear I'm gonna die this turn. Oh, wait a second. This is old Hearthstone with Tar Creeper. You don't die from random huffers and stupid stuff on turn 6. It's turn 9. I don't care. It's room to breathe. It's room to just develop a board. And now with my insanely good Tar Creeper stuff. Whoa, they're shocked too. I can do Forgotten Torch. Oh, that's a forgotten card. Fireball. And I think you start to see why Tar Creepers love so much in these mid-rangey sort of decks. Even control decks, you could place a Tar Creeper on. Most people wouldn't, but you could. But that was 2017. I was going against a pretty old deck there, I'm not gonna lie. Who plays Unleash the Hounds? I bet you didn't even know that card existed. Does Tar Creeper, the best designed Hearthstone card, withstand the test of time? It's time that we see that. Here, take a guess. Let me know in the comments. I need that YouTube algorithm. And while you're down there, if you like the Hearthstone content, you should subscribe too. Shameless plug. The first thing I should also say is that I know it says Aggro Elemental. This is more of a mid-range deck, so it's the same style of deck as the 2017 version. But in 2023, that made me feel old old just saying that. How does the same style of deck compare? Freeze was definitely not as common. Oh, look at that. Elemental Synergy. I miss Elemental Synergy, by the way. Play a card every turn. Oh, mid-range decks. Eat your heart out. Ooh, hit the face. Eat your heart out. So here's the thing. They played a 3-mana card. They discovered a card and they got a 1-mana card. That's modern day Hearthstone, people. You know, I really wish I had a Tar Creeper to just plop on the board here, but I have a feeling it's not gonna matter in the next turn. And I'll see. Well, I won't show you. I won't tell you. I'll show you why. Imagine if I had a Tar Creeper here. What difference would that make? Oh, geez. 2 damage. But the Tar Creeper. The Tar Creeper could have stopped the 2 damage to my entire board, right? Right? No, it couldn't have. The Tar Creeper is not good against spells, which is pretty stupid to say because a lot of minions are bad against spells. Oh, there's a minion. Boom, it's dead. There's a spell. Oh, whatever, gonna get Deathboard? Oh, yeah, imagine a Tar Creeper there. Still, we get to see Tar Creeper do its thing on this turn, at least. Blocks 3, maybe 2 skeleton attacks, depending on the hero power use. Ah, nice. But something about Hearthstone is that since this Journey to Ungoro expansion in the ancient past of 2017, whenever that was released, board-based gameplay has become a lot less prevalent. You saw there, they used a spell to remove one of my Tar Creepers. So yeah, they did use 2 minion hits from volatile skeletons, but technically those are from spells if you want to be really... But the more spell-based gameplay Hearthstone adds and becomes, basically, the worse cards like Tar Creeper become. What's the point of putting a taunt on the board when you just remove it with a spell? Or no, what's the point of protecting your whole board when you have a 5-mana destroy... Well, it was 4 mana! A 4-mana destroy your whole board. Tar Creeper doesn't protect you from AoEs. Tar Creeper can't protect you from spells. Oh, Tar Creeper would have kept my minions safe there. No, Tar Creeper would have died if it was on the board there too. The value of Tar Creeper was because you could just plop it on the board and then boom, your opponent has to trade into it with their minions. But when your opponent removes everything from their spells, then Tar Creeper just is useless. So why do people love that card back then, even though it's useless now? I thought it was the best design card. Time proof. It makes you get It's just how Hearthstone evolved. Minions can't keep up if the spells become really good. The minion that's really good here discovers a spell. It practically is a spell. For most of these cards are basically spells. These minions aren't minions anymore. They're minions with bodies that does a spell effect. And when that happens, the design of Tar Creeper just becomes obsolete. So was it the best design card in Hearthstone? I think it is. It's such a fair card. Sure, aggro decks are mad when you see it get plopped up on the board, but it only deals 1 damage. So even if you are super aggro deck and you play a Tar Creeper on the board so it blocks everything, it's only dealing 1 damage in return. This Mage hero power does more than 1 damage. But alas, the way Hearthstone develops, the more spells are utilized. Oh, look at that, 3 damage. Oh, more spells. I can't wait for Tar Creeper to block these ones. The less useful Tar Creeper becomes. Tar Creeper has great design for board-based gameplay. The more spells you put in, the worse Tar Creeper becomes. Back in the day, Tar Creeper was used in so many decks. But the more spells got introduced to Hearthstone, the less its design philosophy became useful. Sure, it's a core set card, but it doesn't really matter when you can just remove everything with a spell. If you've enjoyed the retrospective of looking at Hearthstone cards, you should subscribe and check out this video right here, where I go over another Hearthstone card and look at how it's evolved. I'm sure you'll enjoy the video too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.